This crime case is one of the most disturbing and gut-wrenching ones out there. If you can't handle it, don't watch the video. This crime documentary is about a guy who did a horrific act to his own mother. Kevin Davis, born on December 27, 1995, lived in Corpus Christi, Texas, with his mother, Kim Beverly Hill, and his older sister, Des, who was 6 years older than him. Kevin and his mother lived in an apartment while his sister lived in another apartment nearby. They had a good life despite their father being absent. Kim, Kevin's mother, always took care of them and worked as a nurse in a nursing home. Kevin's classmates describe him as a normal guy, albeit a bit shy and reserved. He wasn't particularly outstanding in academics, just passed his classes and had a normal life without any unusual behaviors. We don't have much information about Kevin's childhood since he doesn't have many memories. So let's fast forward to 2014 when Kevin turned 18. Kevin later said that during this time he had suicidal thoughts, not because of depression or sadness, but simply because he thought his life was too normal, too ordinary, too monotonous, and he didn't like the life he had. His friends didn't like him, and he wasn't satisfied with what he had. Kevin had been feeling this way for a long time and had decided to end his life. So, on March 27, 2014, he decided to share his feelings with his mother just to see her reaction. He went to her and said, "I want to commit suicide. I'm not happy with my life at all." Kim, being his mother, was naturally shocked and upset. She told him that his decision would destroy her, but Kevin knew that no matter what he said, she wouldn't understand. Later, Kevin said that his mother's reaction wasn't what he expected. She didn't console him. Instead, she made him more upset. Kim then called Des, Kevin's older sister, and asked her to take care of Kevin to change his mood. But instead of calming him down, this made Kevin even more upset. He felt like Kim didn't want to deal with him and wanted to get rid of him. Since Kevin didn't have many friends, he spent most of his time playing video games. He didn't have any special hobbies or skills, didn't do any sports, and couldn't even drive. He just rode his bike around. Kevin said that because his mother had such a reaction, he realized that he had to do something either now or never. It was already late on March 27th, and Kevin rode his bike towards one of their neighbors' houses, knocked on the door, and when they opened it, he said, "Can you bring your phone for me? I want to call the police because I killed someone." Naturally, they were surprised, but they brought him their phone. Kevin called the police and confessed that he had killed someone and surrendered herself. He waited there until the police arrived and arrested him. Now, it's early morning on March 28th, and the police have arrested Kevin. Based on what Kevin told them, they went to the house where Kevin lived, Kim's house. They entered the house and were faced with a horrifying scene. The whole place was covered in blood. When they entered the room, they saw Kim's body lying on the floor, soaked in blood. Her head was smashed, and it was evident that she had been hit multiple times with a hammer. Next to Kim's body was a hammer, and there were 3 notes found in the house as well. Kevin had written those notes, one of which said, "Look for me, sorry for the mess," and the next one they found seemed to be addressed to Kevin's sister. In fact, Kevin had written this note to his sister, saying, "Hurry, she might still be alive." Of course, I doubt it. Kevin said he wrote this note as a joke and a laugh because he thought it would be his sister would find their mother's body. Remember, when Kim called Des to come and take Kevin away, but at that time, this didn't happen, and she couldn't take Kevin away. So Kevin writes this note, thinking that when his sister comes home and sees their mother's body, she will find this note, and it will be like a game or a joke of her. Of course, we know that Des never finds her mother's body. Kevin's conscience overwhelms him, and he calls the police and surrenders. Based on the next note found in the house, it becomes clear that Kevin was having a good time. In fact, according to the notes he had written, he was like, "I just wanted to see what I could do and what I could get away with, and it was just like a game or entertainment for me." On March 28th, Kevin is integrated. He says that on March 27th at 9 p.m., he still felt the weight of the conversation he had with his mother, and at that moment he decided he had to kill his mother. Kim was sitting on the couch, watching TV when Kevin approached her from behind and began choking her with a wire. Kevin thought he could suffocate his mother with that wire, but he didn't succeed. Kevin goes to Kim's room, knowing there's a hammer there. He picks up the hammer, goes to Kim, and without thinking, hits her on the head. He hits Kim about 20 times with the hammer until she falls to the ground, soaked in blood. Kevin says that when he takes his mother to the room, throws her to the ground, he hears some sounds from her saying, "I thought my mother was dead with those 20 hits, but when I heard those sounds, I got worried that she was still alive." He brings a knife and stabs her in the brain and hits her head again. Kevin assaulted his mother's corpse once he was sure she was dead. After Kevin finishes his actions, he wants to escape. When he gets a little away from the house, he suddenly realizes what a wrong thing he has done and feels intense remorse. That's why he returns and calls the police. The police ask Kevin what his mother said or did that provoked him to do such a thing, and Kevin immediately responds that his mother didn't do anything. "My mother was the best mother in the world, and Kim deserved what I did to her. I'm the only one with a demonic and dirty personality."
No one to be talking to on the phone. I'm sorry I had to hit.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. We work in a caterer now. Okay. About your brothers.
He killed my mom.
What was the last time you saw your mom?
We just went to.
Where I'm coming from?
Like
Oh, is he on the phone?
He's a police officer in New Jersey also.
Okay.
Talked to me last night.
For what time?
She told me her and Kevin got in a fight. And he was just being disrespectful and just saying real hurtful things. She called me. She said she called me when she felt stronger.
Okay.
And
Who got in a fight with him?
Kevin. Kevin was just being disrespectful or something, and it was something as simple as like this commercial came on for like eHarmony or some dating site or something, and he just out of the blue said, "Yeah, Mom, you gave up on love," and she said, "No, Kevin, I didn't give up on love, but even if I wanted to find love and I couldn't and have anybody over because you're here." And I mean, that's my mom. Really, she loves this kid. You know, she was just. It's not like they had a horrible like relationship.
Earlier, you've talked to some people. You want to get some stuff off your chest.
we're here to listen to you.
Why are you here? What happened?
Tell us what happened.
Well, has anybody gone to the house yet? Do you really?
We know what happened.
We have, but we want to hear it from you.
Or we have an idea. You're the only one looking at us. Start at the beginning, man. Let's go.
I'm bored with life. I don't like life. I don't like people. I don't like living.
Kevin was sentenced in court, and his sentence was life imprisonment. The case was closed. If you're into crime stories and documentaries, subscribe to our channel because we'll be posting loads of videos every day.